So in this video, I'm going to show you how to rig the Flow 19 and how easy it is to do by one person. Basically, the boat is less than 20 feet, and then it has a very light mast, a pretty simple rig with one spreader. And I came down to the conclusion that everything that's over 20 feet is going to be much harder to rig solo than under 20 feet. So I think for me the sweet spot is basically 19-20 feet. You still have enough cabin room to cruise for a few days, and the boat is manageable as far as trailing and rigging. What's special about the Flow, it's a super light boat. It's built in plywood and epoxy construction with some composite materials involved as well. So the goal was to build a performance boat and a very light boat. And on top of that, it also uses water ballast that you only fill when needed, and you don't need to fill them when you're trailering the boat, so the boat stays light on the trailer. So let's get started. One thing I built for the boat that's very helpful for transportation and for rigging is this mast crutch here. It's extendable, so it allows me to raise the mast up to help rigging the boat. As many of you who have trailable sailboats, you know that the mast has to be up to a certain angle so you don't crush the cabin, and that's what this does. So it's easy to install. It just holds on the boat with like a kind of traditional rudder, pintle and gudgeon, and it's very easy to remove, and it's provide a very nice place to attach the mast during transportation as well. Okay, I'm going to use a small ladder today for the demonstration, but the boat can actually be rigged without the ladder. It's very easy to climb inside the boat with the swimming platform here. You can open it and climb in the boat. Alright, so first thing, I'm going to raise the mast crutch. So I'm going to set the mast slightly to the side. Put it on a cushion. Okay, and here it's very easy. Just going to raise the crutch to this red mark here. Once the mast support is up, I'm going to put the mast on top of it. Before I push the mast out too far, I also need to attach the headstay. So it goes right here. Okay. We're going to attach the shrouds. And most of the rigging is toolless. You only need a screwdriver and an 8mm wrench to attach the spreader, but you can see the shroud have this like keyless system. Just put them in like this, and they just lock in basically. So I'll wait until the mast is slightly out to do that, and I'll explain you why. Same with the lower shrouds. They are the same system of these like toolless insert. To hold the mast in place, I'm going to use the spinnaker halyard attached to the trailer mast support, so that will give me a way to secure the mast up before I attach the headstay. So this is my spinnaker halyard. Now I'm going to move the mast slightly back on the boat. It's a very light mast, it's about 10 kilos, so you can carry it with one hand basically. Okay, I'm just going to start about here, so I can already insert my shrouds. And so the keyless inserts are great, but the downside is that they can come off really easily. So what I do is that I secure it here in a roller, so when I push the mast out, they kind of stay in line. I'm going to do that on the other side as well, and put it in the mast wheel. Okay, now we're going to attach the spreaders. This is the only time where you actually need a tool. So small X screwdriver and my 8mm wrench. And I have backups in the boat just in case I forget them. So, right, now I can push the mast a little further so I can really have more room to work on the spreaders. And you can see that the mast rolls nicely on the crutch, and the spreaders are very simple. So it's basically 2 screws, and you can put them at different angles, but here the standard configuration is all the way aft because there's no backstay on these boats, so the spreaders are going all the way aft. So I have my little screws here, so this is the thing not to lose, but again I have a couple backups, so I'm going to put the 2 8mm screws on. Okay, spreaders are in place. Alright, now we're going to be rolling the mast backwards until I reach to the mast step here. Perfect. And then we just lock it in with this pin. Okay, there's 3 positions, but I'm going to stick to the middle. Okay, the mast is locked in. All right, now we need to attach the shrouds to the side of the boat. Same thing, toolless, so gotta be good at opening those split rings. All right, into the big one. It's secure. Now I'm going to put the small one. Okay, I want to make sure those are in place before you actually lift the mast. That'd be a big problem. Slowly raise the mast up, make sure nothing is stuck. Okay. And I just did it with one hand just to show you how light it is, but okay. And now this is my safe line here to hold the mast while I'm going to go to the front to attach the headstay. So you want to double check that to make sure this holds in place. If you're not sure, you could also use the headsail halyard attached to the trailer mast support as well, but here looks pretty solid. Yeah. Okay, now I'm going to attach the headstay, and here I'm going to show you this wonderful device. It's a headstay tensioner. Basically what it does is that it allows you to put the rig under tension just by using the lever and not have to touch any of the turnbuckles. So my turnbuckles are already set. I don't have to mess around with those. The tension has already been checked. So the only thing I need is to attach this and just close the lever and put the rig under tension. So if you put the pin in, magic happens. Just close this, and the rig is under tension. I need to release. Alright, I'm going to free the spinnaker halyard. Okay, so now I can take the mast support off, can shorten it, put it back in the car, and as you saw, just a matter of lifting it and then putting it inside the car. So I made a sail bag, lazy bag, which allows me basically to keep everything in the bag. The reefing line already attached, everything is ready to go. So the only thing I need to do is to attach the boom to the gooseneck on the mast, and I'm pretty much ready to host the main. So I'm just going to put that here. This is an adjustable topping lift to help with some different things, including rigging here. It's going to hold the boom place. I'm going to raise it. Okay. And then again, it's a tool-less boom attachment. So all you have to do is to insert the boom in that little appendix here. Goes right into that square, and that's it. So now I'm going to attach the busy jacks that holds the bag. Okay, am I good here? Yeah. Now I can raise the jacks to hold the sail bag. And okay, let's raise the main, just to show you that's pretty easy to do too. So the mast doesn't have any slides, it's a standard bolt rope and the mast track. It works pretty well. Just keep putting some Teflon spray in it, and it actually works really well and gives the sail a nice shape. Right, so I'm going to actually lower the bag on that side. Okay, engage the main in the truck. I'm using this mainsail feeder. It really helps feeding the main into the slot. Right, so I'm touching. I'm going to raise it a little bit here while I'm at the mast. Exactly. Here we go. And we're good to go. So now all I need to do is to, when I'm ready to go setting, is to lower the boom. And here we are. So I'm going to rig the head sail. So it's going to attach in the furler here at the base. So it's a dual system head sail, hang on, and water furler. So you basically have the best of both worlds. Okay, you can see that all the halyards are led inside the mast and down to the foot of the mast with these swivel cam cleats. Well, very convenient because you can operate them from the back of the boat, or you can also be in the front, and if you want to raise the head sail, for example, I can do it right from here. It's going to go this way because the furler is structural, so the furler actually rotates on the headstay. So there's a swivel here that allows everything to rotate freely. The head sail is on the dual system, so it's on the roller furler and also on the hank system, so it's actually attached to the space, so you have the best of both worlds basically. For some reason, if you have a problem with a furler, you can just douse the head sail by releasing the halyard, but the furler works really well. It's the little Series 60 furler from Ronstan that I've had on previous boats, and this is a great system. And that little furler here is really great. It works really nice. Very reliable, very compact. Okay, let's put the jib sheets and then we'll be done. Okay, so now I'm going to secure the jib sheets. So, you know, 2 sheets, they are double, so instead of using a winch, we're using a 2-to-1 system with a block at the tack, and we have friction rings here that we use as a barber hole to help as a replacement for a car, basically jib cars, which is a very simple, elegant and efficient system. I'll show you how it works. I'm just going to run it through a swivel cam cleat here. So all lines are led to the cockpit. All the controls are like pretty much right here, so it's easy to single hand. And here, this is as tight as can be in line with the center line. And if I want to, if I'm setting on the open angles, I can just release the barber hole and just give the sail a little more slack. I mean, it can go out pretty well. Okay, now we're going to do a furling test. Same here, very simple. The line is just like sits on the deck. It comes to a little hook here, one of them, and then the cleat just to hold the furler in place. And then when it's time to furl, I'm going to release my jib sheets and simply a couple seconds to furl the jib. And when you want to launch, when you want to unfurl it, you just like the line, it goes very easy. And have the same furler for the spinnaker on the sprit in the front. There's like a 5-foot or 6-foot sprit. Same type of furler for the spinnaker, and the control is on the other side. And here's the rudder system, very simple. Gudgeon and Pinto from the classic rudder system. Just hold it place by with gravity. To release them, you just use that red line here, and once they are down, you just lock them with a yellow line, and there is a cleat here that's releasable. So if you hit something with a rudder, the cleat will pop out. I don't have enough pressure to do it here, but it prevents to do any damage to your rudder. Talking about safety in case of grounding, same thing with the keel. So the keel control system comes right here at the companion door, and you have a lift line here. That's a 9-to-1 purchase system that's built into the keel box. Simple, easy to maintain, and basically you just pull the line to lift the keel and release it to let it go. And then you have a lock line here, which gives you a 40-degree slack on the keel. So even if you hit something with a lock line in place, the keel will sway up to 40 degrees, so it prevents hard stop. It's a very simple system, and what I like is that, you know, you're like right in the cockpit. If you need to lift the keel, you can do it right there. You don't have to go inside and use a winch, and some winch systems are complicated, and like here, you know, you're outside, you keep sailing and you can operate the keel underway, which is a pretty nice safety feature to have. Okay, well, I try to give you the main points of rigging a Flow 19. There's a lot of things we can say, little details, but I think that gives you a pretty good idea of how the boat works and how it's rigged.